Fight is now over. Keith one-time Thurman has just defeated Mario Barrios in a pretty entertaining scrap. Keith, I thought he looked pretty impressive early. He won most of the rounds from rounds 1 through 6, from what I saw. And then rounds 7 through 11, I thought that Mario Barrios put up a good fight. A lot of those rounds were close, but I thought Mario Barrios edged most of those rounds. But some of them you could have gave to Keith. Keith rocked Barrios early on in the fight with several left hooks, and then towards the middle of the fight, he started landing some, pretty big right hands. Pretty good win for Keith. Coming off that long layoff, but the name is one time, but I don't think that one time power is still there. He hasn't had a knockout victory since 2015 against Luis Collazo, and although he stunned Barrios a few times in the fight, he just doesn't pack, that punch that he did in the past. But what I was impressed with is that in this fight, he never really looked fatigued. Sometimes Keith gets a little bit tired, like in the middle of the fight, but I didn't see that. One of the things that I didn't, or one of the cons that I saw in this fight is that Keith, as he does in most of his fights, he does a lot of like excessive movement. It didn't really adversely affect him against Mario Barrios, but against those top echelon fighters in the 147 weight class, I think that that's something that's going to be problematic. Those guys will take advantage. He's going to get a little bit more tired because those guys are more sharpshooters, and they're just better fighters than a fighter of the caliber of Mario Barrios. But all in all, good comeback victory for Keith Thurman. I don't see him really having much success against a Terrence Crawford, against an Errol Spence. But what he did do is he put himself in position to be able to get one of those big paydays against one of those guys. So shout out to Keith. He's getting interviewed right now, and we'll see where he goes from here. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.